Surprise!
Surprise! I'm here with Mama, and she's here with me. Daddy's not here yet.
Say it all again, because they might not have heard you at first.
Mama's here with me. I'm here with her, and Daddy's at the farm with Bub and Sissy, and we're just gonna start and go live.
Yeah. So, Nick had to run to the farm and bring Bandit home
Cause
he has to go
he has to go surgery.
No, he has to go to the vet tomorrow.
And he's getting surgery.
No, he's not having surgery yet.
When?
But he had to go to the vet tomorrow, so he had to come home tonight. Oh, there they come. So Daddy thought our live was at 7 and not at 6, so he is scurrying back, but they're coming in.
And someday he's going to get surgery.
He is. We're going to have him neutered.
And they're going to cut something off of him.
They're going to cut off something. You can tell them what they're going to do.
They're going to cut off his balls. They are going to cut off his balls.
Okay, that's enough. We don't want to say it too many times. So, yeah, so we had to tell everybody that before Daddy got in here. Daddy's walking in the door. Now he don't know what we told y'all before he got here. He told everybody that Bandit's having his balls cut off.
Red.
Mama said I could tell him.
I am not reading what Miss Judy said because Rhett will spill the beans.
Hey, Grammy.
You see Grammy on there? I see her.
Hey, Grammy. How are you doing today?
Everybody's coming in.
Bandit is here.
Yeah, so we had to bring Bandit home so he can go tomorrow to the vet. He's got to get his up-to-date shots.
And then he's
in preparation of having himself neutered while we go to Oklahoma.
And then he's going to have to get surgery, cut his balls off.
Don't say it no more. Let's not say it no more, okay? Let's not say that no more.
Bandit is right there.
What was that?
The cat.
Okay.
Bandit's right behind
There's
you.
Mr. Tony. So, hey, Mr. Tony.
Hey, Mr. Tony.
He's sitting in his recliner.
Hey!
All right. Hey, it's time for you to go watch some TV and Daddy to join me.
Bye, guys.
Silly.
See y'all after the live.
Okay.
Love you.
That camera's going to shake me trying to get behind there.
Yeah. Let's see. I can probably do this.
Oh, let's try not to mess it up too bad.
Judy's done tried to get some info out of him. Don't get in the mud, please. You can play outside, just don't get in the mud.
Okay.
There, you're back. I told him, I said, you were at the farm and you thought it was at 7.
Yeah.
And that was 10 minutes ago.
I had the time all messed up. I should have just took my time and let Rhett take over.
All I could.
They want to talk to Farmer Red anyway.
Yeah, go ahead. Take him and put him in there.
That's not at all what I told her to do.
Oh, what'd you tell her?
I told her to take him out.
I didn't know what you said.
Oh, take him out, and then she said, don't snitch on me. Yeah, he let us have the show back.
Why did Catherine almost choke on her food with Rhett? What did he do?
He told everybody Bandit's
the surgery?
Cut off, yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to catch up here. Sorry.
I told him no spilling any beans. We ain't talking about this, and this. And I told him I would not.
Tony's going to fill me in on what y'all said. He said I wouldn't.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't believe it.
So, hey, everybody. We can start over.
You haven't said hey, everybody in the last 6 minutes.
We said surprise. as Rhett said, it's Mama's here with me, and I'm here with her, and Daddy's at the farm.
Yeah. Daddy had the time all messed up. So we were practicing at the ballpark, and Zoe kept reminding me what time it is. And why does she keep telling me what time it is? It's like an hour and a half before the live. I don't need her updating. And I just keep pitching to Chance, and got Rhett hitting, and Chance working on catching. And I'm thinking, why does she keep telling me? She says, do you want me to go to the farm? And just, no, whatever. It don't matter, whatever. I had the time all jacked
You did.
up.
You said it was at 7. I said, no, it starts in 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I pulled a Zoe.
You're here. All is good. I
pulled a Zoe.
We can get started now. We were waiting on you.
Well, I guess you should have made some notes for the live.
I don't make notes. I wing it.
I know.
Me and Rhett wing it like they're deep fried.
Well, we had our plan for the video for Tuesday, and we were filming it yesterday. And about like our lives, if we lay out a plan, that means none of it's going to go anywhere close.
No.
So I've got maybe 5 minutes of the video for Tuesday is about what I planned on it being about.
Oh, man. You worked a lot longer than 5 minutes worth.
Yeah, but it's not a lot. But we did have some animal drama, and y'all are just going to have to catch the video on Tuesday and find out what it was.
Yes.
I wouldn't call it drama. I mean, I'm not going to give y'all any kind of
false
clickbait or anything like that. It wasn't terribly dramatic. It was just not how I planned on the day going.
It was excitement. That's right, Lorraine. No, she never makes plans. Everybody changes them.
Well, we do attempt to have a plan. It just doesn't work out.
I walk around behind him all the time like, what is your plan? What do you want to do?
I have to have one because she's going to ask me, I don't know, 20, 30 times what my plan is. So I have to have one so I can answer her question.
Yeah, I like to have a plan. I don't like wandering around.
This coming from the person that never has notes for the live.
No.
You like to have a plan as long as I'm the one that makes it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can follow your plan.
Yeah.
Do the goats like their new area?
They sure do seem to.
They love it.
And no, Lorraine, they are not out. Mm-hmm. They don't really have a reason to get out. They just kind of enjoying what they've got. There was only one, and I'm sure that Tony and Catherine are going to find this shocking. But the only one standing in the middle of the hay bale steadily eating was Daisy's daughter.
Yes. Yeah. I'm sure of that.
Yep.
She likes to get on top of it and hang out in it. Oh, I was going to let Rhett show them this. So it is that season. Yesterday, we found something in the hay bale. And it's the first one of the season. Let me just hold my hand out here. Look at this goose egg.
It's a big sucker.
It is. I was trying to block some of that light. There.
That's better.
Look at that goose egg. That is a big old goose egg.
It's time to crank up the incubator.
It is. So I'm thinking it's time to start looking for them and getting them put in there. Because when we had that temporary fence up, Holly was able to get in there and eat them. She loved eggs. And she would always get in there and eat any of the eggs we have. But now we're going to be able to get them and incubate them and have us some more geese.
Mm.
Foxcat said, good morning from Ireland.
I think we've had them on here before. I just didn't know it was Ireland.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's one from Ireland.
And Ursula's in the hospital with a broken kneecap and a broken right wrist. Uh-oh, that sounds like a fall.
Ooh.
Looks like half a Cujo's surgery.
Ursula will be keeping you on the prayer list for that.
Dawn said, have we seen Coghill's crown pigeons?
I saw where Brooke posted a video on that. They finally got crown pigeon egg.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, we've seen them in person. We fed them and all several times now, and they are beautiful. I have some footage of them, and they are gorgeous birds.
Yeah, she fell down in surgery yesterday.
Oh, no.
What is Catherine saying?
If you hit Nick in the head with there's a cat right there.
Yeah.
With a good egg, would that make it 2 goose eggs? With a goose egg, would that make it 2 goose eggs? If you hit you with one, would it make it 2?
Probably. The shell's kind of thick on those things. Could it be a double yoker?
Yeah.
I have not seen a double yolk in the goose egg.
I haven't either, but
we have
trying to shine some light in it.
We have lots of chicken eggs that turn out to be double yolks. But
yeah.
I don't think we've ever seen a double yolk goose egg out of all of them we've had. Chance did check today because I was in no hurry.
No.
Apparently.
No, that's not going to be a double.
And since I wasn't in a hurry, I had Chance checking the hay bale because I thought we still had an hour.
All right, put one in there.
It's fine.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be.
No, it's just one.
I wonder why that is, why you don't see double yolks with goose eggs. We've had a triple yolk chicken.
Hey, Dusty Goat. I know. The yolks would be on Nick.
I think we need to block Reba.
Why? Crack it on your head. Let's see. I know it.
She was the one that was on me Wednesday.
That's all right. It's good having somebody helping me out a little bit.
Alan gave a dad joke.
I saw.
That sounded like something Zach would say. The yolks on me.
Well, I saw Our Way Out on here a while ago.
He's not Our Way Out anymore.
They're Grounds.
It's Grounds Family Farm. He's probably still hanging around somewhere.
What happens if you hatch a double yolk? Whoa. I don't know if it would be able to.
Honestly, don't know.
They would probably be tiny. I don't think that they would be able to develop because one fills
Reba,
up.
I was joking.
One fills up. It did. She said a friend of mine had a double yolker budgie egg hatched 2 babies.
I can imagine that happening, but I don't think we've ever tried it.
Hi, Mary Lee. So that would be cool.
If we hatched a double yolk, it was one that we didn't know about.
Yeah.
Because we have had a couple of eggs that were hidden from us, and we didn't know it until little chicks come running out.
Yeah, they're here. They're just working on stuff outside. It's a beautiful day.
No, Reba, I was just joking. Don't have to worry about me blocking anybody. Dusty Goat hatched a double yolk.
One was completely formed and alive with the second chick attached just by the bottom half butt and legs.
Ooh.
Wow. Hi, Nancy.
I've seen us have double yolks, but like I said, I don't think we've hatched any. So
now is the time, though. We keep saying we need to do eggs and all, but once the goose eggs start rolling in, it's time. That's when I know, because you can hatch chicken eggs anytime, but geese only have a laying window.
Mm-hmm. They have a laying season.
Yes, and if it's starting, then we're going to start hatching them because not only do we like having them, and I love all the different colors that they come out as and all the cool markings and stuff, but people want to buy them. People are always looking for them, and I can sell them. Every single one I have, I can sell.
I don't know if we'll sell any. Depending on how many you hatch, I might keep a couple just to get a few more.
Oh, yeah.
Dusty Goat's got 70 eggs in incubators right now.
I'm ready to put some in. I think I'm going to wait and do my chicken eggs once we get back from Oklahoma. So that's one less thing that Catherine's got to take care of.
We were at the feed store yesterday, and they had Rhode Island Reds, and then right under them was our favorite Barred Rocks, and then they had Buff Orpington,
which is my other favorite.
And they had a brooder full.
Yes.
And I asked Zoe, we were getting a load of feed, and I asked Zoe, I said, do you want any? And she said, let's wait till we get back from Oklahoma. I was like, perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we should have, we'll have guinea eggs before then.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm taking some to Oklahoma with me. I'm not going to say to who. Because there's nosy people on here. They want to know. But I am taking some guinea eggs to Oklahoma. And that person knows they're coming.
Okay. Well.
And I'll just let them guess. But whatever.
Terry said, how
we got to quit rocking. It looks like the camera's moving. It's going to make people dizzy.
There's the cat climbing up on the chair. Meow. Hey, Clyde.
That's not Clyde.
Is it?
That's Bonnie.
Oh. Well, so she said, how far do you actually live from the farm?
7 miles.
Yep.
I don't even see that question. So I'm glad you said it because I don't see it.
Bonnie. Captain Kaysen. What kind are we bringing back?
What kind of what?
Catherine needs guineas, but she's afraid for the garden. Well, they will. I don't know. Ours don't really.
I have been told that they don't bother it too bad, and we have not had any trouble out of them.
We have not. Honestly, they don't. They aren't. Wherever your other animals are is where they are.
Mm-hmm.
They have not.
But they,
bothered.
even when we had the peas, they would run up and down the rows of the peas, but they never bothered the peas. They were only after the grasshoppers and bugs.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a good thing.
They might appear to be bothering the garden because they're in it eating the bugs.
But they never bothered the peas.
But they did not bother.
Now, I had also heard that about geese, and that was a big fat lie.
Yeah, the geese. No, the only thing I've ever seen them eat.
No, it was the ducks. The ducks that we couldn't keep out of the dang garden.
Yeah.
The ducks were wiping out my
They were eating the tops off of everything.
I'm sorry, it wasn't the geese. It was the ducks. Them stupid ducks.
Yeah, the geese didn't really do all that either. The geese, if there was water draining anywhere, they wanted
to
make
fine. They
holes.
Make a hole. But golly, the ducks destroyed the garden.
They will, yeah. But which is crazy. If you put a fence around it, they can't get to it because they can't fly.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's ways. Yeah, Alan said they don't have trouble from the guineas.
The guineas didn't bother anything, and I saw them in the garden, and they bothered nothing. So, Catherine, I think you're safe. Now, after I tell you that,
I'll have some for
your
you.
guineas will eat everything. After I tell you that.
I'll get you some guinea eggs, and we'll put them in the incubator.
Cheryl said ducks eat anything growing. She's not lying. They will. They will eat everything.
The tops of everything will be gone.
Wiped it out. Golly. And I wasn't thinking they were going to bother anything, and they did.
I predict you will bring guinea eggs to Eddie family and coming home with the puppy and a pair of donkeys. That's Tina's guess.
Well, we did put out a short that we were coming home with the puppy.
That's
so
the only thing definite.
That is definite.
Guineas
you are dead on with the puppy.
Alarm system. If you can stand the noise, they're fun to watch, like tiny dinosaurs on crack.
They are.
They are just so ugly.
Zoe
I just
loves
love them. They remind me of a scary animal on a cartoon or something. The hair, the way they have just a couple of hairs that poke up like they missed a shaving.
Yes, Dusty Goat. We're getting a puppy from Eddie family. Yes, that we've already told.
Yeah, one of the boys.
We told that part. We're getting a boy. What was funny about it is that the guineas to me are way louder than the geese.
Oh, yeah.
And Brandon loves his guineas and got rid of the geese. He gave the geese to Marie.
Yeah.
I was like, Brandon is backwards. The guineas are the ones so noisy.
Yeah. I like the guineas.
But Zoe
sound of
loves them.
I do. They don't bother us. I mean, when it's real peaceful, the guineas come and look for us so that they can chirp,
Yeah.
chirp, chirp. And I think it's because theirs is a little like like an alarm, and the geese is like a long drawn out.
But for the
She needs them for snakes.
the
Yes,
geese don't bother me as bad.
Mm-mm.
Tina is always asking questions,
It's
and
sound
I'm
like a
not going to answer them.
squeaky wheelbarrow.
Tina got on Brandon's live and asked him
I know
what
it.
Zoe
And
was
he went-
getting.
he said,
He said, I don't know.
He's
And
not.
he does know.
He's not going to tell. So, what notes did you have?
I didn't have any because I was off by my time. I thought I had an hour to jot stuff down.
They're awesome on Snake Patrol. Yes, they are.
What videos did we have this week, Zoe?
Moving the goats to their new paddock.
Well, we've already talked about that, though.
Farmer Rhett and dancing at baseball.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
20 days, Mr. Ed. 20 days.
He's updating. He keeps. I can't keep up with the number. But
Well,
I know that I can see Ed on there and find out.
We just moving the goats because we were here live on Wednesday. So we should have one video between lives.
Yeah, should.
And then talk about the peacocks. I want you to talk about the peacocks and their fascination with fire.
You put that out today, didn't you?
I did.
Somebody even asked me about it at church.
I do not understand the peacocks' fascination with fire.
So you got everybody talking about
Rats
dancing, and then you changed on them.
Well, let's talk about Rats.
That's the way Zoe does me with notes.
That's the way my brain works.
I will have all these notes written out for our live, and I'll bring up one subject, and Zoe shifts gears, and I can't go back to it. And I'm like, well, you just blew that one up. No.
Well, okay, so let's go back to our video because that's where I started. So, Jack got his hooves trimmed by Derek at the Flying Peach.
He did. He needed that so bad.
And he loved it.
So, y'all, we hadn't talked about it a whole lot. We wanted to wait a little while. Yeah, it is, Londa. She says like chasing squirrels. Yes, Zoe sees lots of squirrels. But when we first got Jack, we didn't want to do it too soon. He was due for a trimming when we first got him. It wasn't overgrown, but remind me to answer that.
Mr. Ed, okay.
Yeah, remind me that. I'm going to answer you in a minute, Ed. He needed it, but we made the decision that him coming to a new house, new place to live, new people, we didn't want to rush it and have him, if his previous owner said he was used to it. And he even had his own clippers and stuff to trim.
Yeah, he came with, yeah.
But I didn't want, as soon as we get him here, to start trimming his feet, and him like, no, they're not touching me anymore. So we waited a little while. Well, then everybody we reached out to, we can do it then, we can do it this, and we kept having no shows. We could not get anybody to show up, and it was driving me nuts. The farrier I used back in the day when we were doing horses doesn't even do it anymore. He's retired. And then we thought about it, and it actually came because I saw a post that they were reopening. Mm-hmm. He gave his reopen date for Flying Peach.
Right.
And I was like, Derek's a farrier.
Mm-hmm.
So I sent him a message, and he's like, yeah, let's do it Monday. And there we are. Jack got his manicure, pedicure, and
I loved how he'd just go, whoa.
He would quit.
He'd stop whatever he's doing. And
he's going to get it again in about 5 weeks. Yes, Judy, he had his previous owner said that he had them trimmed before, We just didn't want him to not trust us. If he didn't like it, whatever, he liked it just fine.
Dusty Goat said, "Hope you have a great night. Hope to see y'all soon. They've got a ton of the American breasts. If you're ever interested, that's pretty cool. I'd like to get some.
We have
eventually.
looked into those before.
Mhm.
We may reach out to you.
Ginger's got a special place in her heart for Jack. Her donkey Herman is almost 30. He has no idea he is a donkey.
I don't know if Jack knows that he's a donkey.
I don't think he does. He thinks he's a dog.
I'm waiting.
Hey,
What
Cynthia.
did?
Hey, Meg. She was shuffling her mom's driveway.
I'm trying to see what Catherine said now.
About he might be somebody said that he was asking if he was Tina said, will Jack have a new hairstyle when you get back from the expo?
Oh, see, I missed that.
Well, so Jack got his hooves trimmed.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else needed them. Everybody was good. And then we moved the goats.
Well, we finished up some stuff. We finished up both ends of the fence before we ever started filming.
Yes.
Before Derek got there. So we had it set up ready for them. And I found 2 nests in the box blade. And I've got to keep this part to the front because Tony's already asked about it. I think he really enjoyed
Londa
you
just said something about
deciding to crack an egg in your hand.
Well, you brought me over there, and I think Londa was one that commented on the video just earlier that guinea eggs are smaller and more pointy.
And
so
you actually said that.
I thought they were smaller. So those probably are Brooks eggs. That's the only other thing it could be. So we don't have any chickens out there. It would have to be Brooks eggs.
But somebody commented, I can't remember for sure who, and they had a good idea. Somebody said, well, those are probably last year's eggs. I would think that too if we had not used the box blade a couple weeks before it froze.
Right.
So those eggs have been laid sometime within a couple weeks of it freezing and now. Mm-hmm. So I think your theory was probably pretty spot on that you thought they were empty because they froze, because all of them had little cracks in them.
They weren't like busted like a predator got to them. It was like the insides had froze, so it cracked a little bit, and then as they melted, it seeped out, because I was picking up shells that you had just a hairline crack on it.
Yeah.
Except for one that I decided I needed just to crack a little bit.
I'm not sure what Zoe was thinking that she needed to start peeling that thing open in her hand. I don't know
either.
The problem is that when she busted it, it goes all over the box blade and her hands, and I don't know if she
wiped them. Does make a point though. That's a lot of eggs for one bird.
It was.
So I'm not sure.
It was a pretty good pile for just one bird.
Well, we did have those black chickens out there for a few weeks. I wonder if it could have been them.
That's possible.
It is possible. I don't know.
Because they were still there until the freeze.
Yeah. Katie gagged when that, me too.
Well.
Yeah, and I washed my hands and I kept smelling it all day. And I was just like, oh, man.
So Zoe went to the water trailer and washed her hands and still smelled it. I had all that yolk on the box blade I got to smell. I was taking it around with me.
Yeah, and following you around like a stinky dog.
That smell is still there. And I realized that there was yolk all over the top of the box blade.
Yeah.
And that's why I kept smelling it.
Yep. Do we have wild turkeys? We do. I mean,
I'm
sure we do.
We absolutely do.
Okay. I'll say we haven't, but turkey eggs are brown freckled.
No, I have seen
brown freckles.
I have seen turkeys in our pasture.
Okay. But their eggs are totally different. We know what
turkey eggs I know what turkey eggs look like. These were pretty small eggs, but they were bigger than guinea eggs.
Right.
Yes, take Millie out. So it wouldn't have been wild turkey eggs. What?
When she brings Bandit in, then take Millie out. Okay. We can't do them both at the same time. No, not yet. Not till she goes outside.
No, just sitting there with her though, so she won't be barking. Anyway, if they were chicken eggs, they were on the smaller side.
Yeah.
But they were still bigger than guinea eggs, and that's why you said, I don't think those are guinea eggs. Those are too big.
Yeah.
I was hoping
only
they were
because
guinea
we've
eggs.
been looking for guinea eggs. So when I saw it, I was like, oh man, we found it. But no, that was not it.
I originally thought that it might be, and when I brushed the leaves away, I thought they were too big, but I wanted to get you down there to get your opinion on it. I was like, well, Zoe will be able to tell me, so I just got
you
to come.
Yeah.
I did not know that you were going to start cracking them in your hand.
Oh, gosh. Well, I won't do that again. So, reels. We did.
I'm hit the wrong one.
I had one.
Thank you. Hang on. The Law 4329 just reminded me to answer Ed's question.
Oh, thank you. Go ahead.
Yes, Ed. We are booked at the same place that we always stay, which is Hotel Pryor.
Yeah, because
Kevin at Ground's family's completely against it, but
they're staying over at the other one.
He gets points where he stays, but yes, we're always, or well, I say always, like we go all the time.
Well, we've been there since the beginning.
But that's where we stayed the first time, and this
is our third time.
We're staying at Hotel Pryor again. I haven't been disappointed yet, so I figure I'll stick with it. Yep.
And it's right there beside Walmart, so every time
it is like attached to the Walmart parking lot, and it's only a couple of miles from the expo. So yes,
yeah.
Anita, the expo is March 22nd and 23rd.
Terry said, "Could the eggs be snake eggs?" And I am going to tell you, it is not. And I know that because I have found snake eggs out there before. And snake eggs are a little more oblong and a little more rubbery. I did not crack one of those because when I saw it,
why not?
I knew exactly what it was because I have read about them, what to look for.
Did you mash them up?
No, I covered it back up. I did not need that thing coming out. Ooh.
So you wanted them to hatch later? I'm trying to catch back up with what Jody
I knew you were coming through on the tractor, and so I was like, maybe his tires will crack them. This was a couple of summers ago when I saw
she
him.
said she was just tired from the medicine. Ed says he has room for 6 people at the ranch. Are you doing like a Airbnb ranch or something, Ed?
Hey, Kayla. But no, those were not snake eggs. I do know that snake eggs have a different texture and their shape is more oblong, kind of like an oversized peel capsule. You know, like they're not like that. Jody ended up in the hospital with a reaction to a bee sting. Rhett's having to tell Daddy something. No, not right now.
No. When we get done, you can.
So?
When we get done, you can. If you're good, you can.
Bubba will help you in just a minute, okay? Anaphylaxis. Oh, goodness. It looks like a baked potato. Yes, a small one, though. Jody was in the hospital due to a bee sting. Anaphylaxis. She said
goodness.
Her son took the beehive away. Oh, gosh. I couldn't imagine.
That's why I don't mess with bees. I ain't messing with no bees.
He was just scared.
And I'm fairly certain I'm not allergic to them, but I am not fooling with them bees.
Kayla came back she left Facebook and come over to YouTube.
So y'all don't wait till the very last minute to tell me tonight, because y'all didn't tell me last week. Let me know if there's any skipping or anything. We don't have bad weather, so we think that's what it was.
Yeah.
if we start lagging or skipping, y'all need to give me a heads up so we can change over to the phone or something. Not, don't wait till the end and say, "Oh yeah, y'all been skipping the whole time."
So our other reel.
Oh, Jody was mowing lawns when she. Good gracious.
Was Millie got a haircut.
I already saw somebody comment on Millie's haircut.
Millie looks adorable. She's just so cute and fluffy. Well, she looks like a poodle now.
Yeah.
She's got that poodle body shape and all. And
you can see her face.
Yeah, you can see her face.
The last time you got her groomed, they left all the hair on the face, and I didn't care for that.
Yeah. She calls
Not to mention the fact that when she drinks, she carries water through the whole house.
Yeah. She calls it something, and I said, I don't care what it's called. I just want all this hair gone because she's sloppy. And so she did. Alan said she looks like her sister.
Is her sister sloppy?
I bet. They lay on their backs like they like each other. It's pretty neat to see how poodles do that. So let's go back to the Peacocks.
Okay.
You talk about Peacocks loving fire.
So, and I texted Brooke and Jason and asked if theirs did this. The reel that Zoe put out, the first day, I think it was behind me, and as I was burning those vines and stuff, you were gone, and it was kind of behind me, and I told them, hey, I'm just letting this go on its own. Zoe's bailed again. She found an excuse to leave.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. So they started just hanging around that area where the fire was. And I'm thinking, well, there must be bugs coming out of those logs or something. That's what they're after. But we never saw them feeding. They're just walking around.
They do. They walk around the fire. Whatever the brush fire. What's that called? A burn pile. Pile. Okay, I could not think of that.
Yeah, that's all.
They just walk around it. Just piddle around.
So yesterday, I told you we had gone to the feed store, and we got everything put into the barrels, and I took the feed bags to a burn pile we have on the other side of the farm. It is several hundred yards away.
Literally the other side of
the pasture. And I took the feed bags, and y'all, it was super, super, super wet. Yeah. I mean, it rained all day Friday.
Yeah.
And part of the day Saturday. Mm-hmm. So
we didn't with everything, think it was gonna burn.
I just wanted to burn the bags, and they're like, well, all the wood's wet. I don't care about the wood. The wood can just stay there. I just want to burn the bags on top of it.
Yeah.
So we put all this trash on there, lit it off. It's got some limbs and stuff piled on top of it. It's burning. And we look up, and Zoe said, look, coming across there. And the peacocks were running.
They were running to get to the fire.
They were running across the pasture.
Yeah. At first, we thought it was just because they were over there where we were and just kind of, walking around. It was in distance of their paddock and all. This one, they had to see the smoke and came running.
When I texted Brooke and Jason, Brooke answered back, and she said, well, if we burn, it's down by the old barn, and they don't come down there anyway. Well, where we were burning, the peacocks never come to either place.
No.
They have never been up that close to the front where we were burning the first one. They have never, ever been that close to the front.
Right.
They never come that far up. And then they come all the way back there on the back. Now, I have seen them wandering around back there occasionally.
Yeah.
But they were running to this fire. And then when they get there, they just kind of walk around, and then they ease off.
Yeah. They were checking it. Territorial. They were checking it. Yeah. It's like they just needed to know what was going on.
I don't know. Rain said maybe they like heat.
Sue said they were
cold. It wasn't cold. It was like mid-70s.
They would have if we had put some out for them.
I don't know why they were doing it, but
no
here they
idea.
come,
I
and
thought it was the neatest thing, though.
I know. But the first time I blew it off is, well, there's boats coming out of these logs
Yeah.
or something. There wasn't anything on fire but feed sacks.
Right. And they had to see the smoke. I mean, it wasn't like they could smell it or anything.
Well,
it
wasn't like huge flames.
No.
But they were running over there before it got going good. And then they just kind of and they didn't. It's not like they stayed the whole time. They just kind of wander around in a few minutes and go on. I'm gonna have to Google it.
Yeah, I was just thinking. She said they work for the fire department. Security Peacocks.
That could be.
That's a good thing. If they're that
maybe
nosy,
they're the fire marshals.
If they're
Jason's got a sheriff and we got fire marshals.
Yeah. You do like to burn stuff.
I burn constantly if I can. Just everything I can get rid of.
The door.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good to
fire
use.
cogs.
I need the ash. Well, wood ash is good for so many different things.
It is, yeah.
I mean, it's good for your gardens. It's good for your chicken coops. So you can always use wood ash.
Yeah.
As long as we just don't put anything bad in there. Zoe is Googling it right now. She can't wait until after the live.
That's weird.
What?
Peacock breathing fire.
We need to update them on this weirdo.
Man.
Since you went on your rant several weeks ago about the weirdo.
Yeah. So
you need to update them.
We got more on here right now than we did.
Well, you can explain it since some of them may not know what's going on.
So
did y'all have to move the potager garden start because of the pasture?
Peacocks, guineas, and donkeys are the most curious creatures alive.
I can agree with that.
All of them. They eat coals for intestinal parasites. Well, that's neat to know.
But they haven't eaten anything. They're just walking around it, so I'm not sure.
Hey, Bandit. Go put him in there. So
the place where you started, no, it's still there. It's going to be in the same place. Where the potager was, I spread all that rock. I'm not moving that sucker. Where we started it, the orchard is actually going to be between it and where the pasture is, where we started to go pasture.
Right.
So there's plenty of room there because we actually laid out where our orchard is going to be before we started putting the fence up. You don't have to be complete with pictures.
I'm just going to kind of do like this. So
that's a grown man in a costume right there.
This is Elf on a Shelf. And if you guys have been on here, you have seen him comment a few times. And he is a grown man. And he did not like the fact that I told you guys about him and
that we've blocked
him
multiple times because he keeps making new channels.
He dared Rhett, a 5-year-old little boy, to do a 24-hour game where you can't do things for 24 hours. Like you can't eat, you can't drink, you can't potty, you can't talk, you can't, just different things.
The good thing is that Rhett can't read.
Right. And of course we were like,
but this idiot sent him an email.
Yeah. With a picture.
On the farm page. But Rhett doesn't check the email on the farm page. He's 5. Right.
So because
this is the weirdo we told y'all about. We told you we had contacted law enforcement and all this good stuff. Oh, I knew that Ground's family had dealt with him. Well, we had to send one of our buddies a message last night because now he has 2 little short videos dedicated to us and 1 to somebody else.
To the Eddie family. He has now But it was in comments, yes. So he has made some kind of video telling people to go trash Zoe.
Trash Zoe.
That's what it's called, Trash Zoe at Chestnut Hill Farmstead. It's 5 seconds long. And then in a video before that,
but he gets like 7 views. I mean, it's not.
But he keeps making the videos, making channels. And then he did another video that's 37 seconds long, telling people to go and
report us for child labor or something.
Yes, for
it was against YouTube.
Against that us doing child labor is against YouTube standards. And all, but he goes through different channels and challenges underage kids. And then if the kids don't do what he's asked, he calls them out on a video and shames them and tells his buddies to shame them.
Nobody's watching this idiot's videos.
No, and the ones that are people that do the same thing he does. It's
probably people on his level, so I wouldn't think a whole lot out of it. But we saw a video where there was a teenage boy on TikTok. Apparently, he had a pretty good following on TikTok. And this guy starts bashing him and sent him the video. Well, the kid responds on TikTok and just hammers him. And then all his followers start hammering him. So he deletes the channel and moves on to another channel. Well, he keeps popping up. And every time he pops up, we block him. We blocked him from the email.
He's been on Cog Hill's live.
I blocked him as a moderator of Cog Hill.
Yeah, so
as soon as he popped up, I blocked him.
Catherine did the same thing. Y'all both got a hold of him.
It was just God.
I don't understand his fascination. Like, if you saw that we've blocked you, just move on. But he keeps coming back. He
likes channels with kids.
Yes.
And that tells you a lot.
It does.
But when he sent Rhett an email, and guys, that's our farm email. It's for social media. That's the way we keep it separate. So nobody is seeing that but me and Zoe anyway.
Right.
Rhett's 5. He can't read. And he's darn sure not checking email.
Yeah.
But this idiot sends Rhett an email, and of course we don't respond. We block that, but we did turn it over. And now he trashed Zoe. He's got his crowd of 5 people trashing Zoe.
Tina said,
"Don't go on their lives."
It's something about official boss Elf on the Shelf.
Every channel has something about Elf on the Shelf.
In a fake
official
costume.
Something, whatever.
Yeah, he's wearing a store-bought, costume with a big head and red body.
And Beth, yes, he's already been reported. We turned over the email.
And we're hoping maybe that with
as long as it was comments, we just blocked him. He was on our lives, we blocked him. He commented on a video, we'd block him. Once it got to this point, when he sent the email is when we reported it.
Yeah.
So they're continuing to track that activity. And I mean, there's nothing technically illegal that he did with these video parts here, but we did report it to YouTube as harassment, and we'll see what happens with that.
Right, because some of the videos that me and Catherine were going back and forth with last time have been deleted by YouTube as well. So that
the channels have been deleted. All the videos are down. So apparently YouTube is taking care of it. It's just the fool keeps redoing it. And he just keeps making new channels.
And I don't know what it means, if it would mean anything, but I did narrow it down to state. I mean, I don't know what good that does, but he was watching Georgia's local television.
Well, it was playing in the background.
It was playing in the background of one of the
Georgia
videos.
Public TV.
Georgia Public TV was on the screen. So I knew he's got to be in Georgia, because you have to be in Georgia to watch that.
But once I passed that on to Brandon, made sure, hey, here's your heads up. They've made this. And it wasn't anything trashing Eddie Family Farm. It was just weird.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, you want to just be aware of this clown. I don't know. Kevin is a moderator on Eddie Family, so he may have had to block him on there before. I don't know, but
Right.
either way, just a little update on this weirdo and letting you know what's going on. Just
And
because
so, like Teresa says, make sure the boys know stranger danger. Since we've decided to put our family out on the internet, we are,
Yeah.
we're very careful about that. Like Head Family, they're very careful with Eleanor and who all's around her and the people that she interacts with.
Ann said they get Georgia, PBS, and Tennessee.
Oh well, dang. So we it's just one of those things. We make sure that we always, when we had Rhett with us at the Pedals event last year, we let him play because he was a 4-year-old little kid. He wanted to play. He didn't want to be tied down, but we also had to make sure that we knew somebody had eyes on him the whole time. Andy, Wendy and Alan
Yes.
always had eyes on him. We were always keeping up with where's Rhett, Catherine, where's Rhett. Everybody was just where's Rhett all the time.
Yeah.
Everybody had to know. He popped up on Eldridge's live and he's been blocked there. She moderates for them, so she knows.
Where's that?
Meg.
I missed it. Oh, okay.
Well, Meg, you might want to share that with them as well. Some of this that
just if y'all see this clown out there and you're watching a channel, just kind of give him a heads up that he's in there.
Make a video and sending an email as well. Thanks for letting us know the name so she can be on the lookout too. Yeah, because Sneeds has they have lots of kids.
I'm just trying to, as I see them pop up, I try to let these channels know, hey, this idiot's out there, and
his persistence is what's kind of unnerving.
I think we blocked him under 4 or 5 different names.
Yeah,
it's always got something to do with official Elf on the Shelf.
Yeah,
so we just keep blocking it. The first couple of comments were just weird, and we let it go because that's just off.
Yeah.
But Susan said she had eyes on Rhett in September.
Uh-huh.
Well, in September, there were so many kids together. All the Eddie kids were running around, and we had Rhett and Ransom. But then Ranger and Mackenzie were with them constantly.
Most of the time, yeah.
So they were all over that place.
They stayed over there at the tent with
Our Brown Farmhouse.
And who was beside them?
Was it Arnell Homestead?
Yeah,
that was right beside
they were.
them?
And their parents were watching all the kids were always at somebody's tent.
The good thing about the event in September is it's all YouTube channels, and they're all watching everybody's kids. And I know when we had the spring event, we didn't have to worry about Rhett because he was playing trucks with Alan.
Yeah.
Alan from A&W was playing trucks with him. So, but you had all those kids hanging out together, and every channel out there knows them all, so they're all watching them, and you felt pretty good about it. But there's been some bigger events, and it wasn't even that big of an event. But when we were down in Florida, it kind of overwhelmed him. So many people calling him by name, and he was so little at the time that we just left him with my dad and stepmom the second day because
it was too much.
That, and it was at Halloween, so he was going trick or treating and stuff, but it had overwhelmed him, and he just
that's right.
He couldn't deal with it. So at the Okie, he's a little more relaxed because he has that group of kids again.
Now, yeah. Terry said she thinks Alabama's going to be giving away fruit trees again because Brooke and Jason got some last year. Yeah, they do it downtown at the water department. They'll set up.
They have one they give away in Clanton. I think they went over to Ottawa County to one. There was one, I believe it was this weekend. It was around Hoover somewhere, so I wasn't fooling with that.
No, that's a little far.
If they were here, if they were right around Clanton, I would do it. And they typically do. I think each extension office does some trees, but they were doing a big one around Hoover or Shelby County, somewhere up in that area.
Yeah,
I can't remember what, but
Yeah, we've been looking out for those because it's time to start planting
And
some trees.
the one that they did in Ottawa County, I was going to go to, but they gave a list, and I wasn't really interested in the
And what
trees they were
had to
giving
offer,
away.
yeah.
Which, I mean, they were good trees. It just wasn't what I was interested in.
Right. Yeah.
But they have the one they did in town in Clanton, they were gone quick.
She said, I hope the creep doesn't go to the expo. And Michelle said, I hope he doesn't either. Well,
I don't really think you would end up with that kind of thing.
I don't know if he has all them channels in one place. But the good thing about it is,
here's the thing though. Somebody like that wants to reach out on video and email and stuff like that. He would find himself in a very dangerous position to show up at that expo.
Oh man.
he would be in a very, very dangerous position at that expo.
Where people who are on self-reliance.
Look, I just saw Ed do a video about his Winchester.
Right.
And
if anybody suspects anything foul's going on, we know that somebody would step up.
That
Catherine said he'd be the only one in costume.
So the expo is a really big event, and it's at a fairgrounds, but it's surprisingly secure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and there's lots of
and there are lots of law enforcement officers there. And look, you're not just talking about the law enforcement officers that have channels or people that are armed that have channels. There was a lot of law enforcement there in uniform.
Right.
Just walking around.
Yeah.
They're there.
There's Brown Farmhouse. I wonder if they've had to deal with him.
I don't know. We may reach out so we don't hit back into that again. We may reach out by text and just give them a heads up on that.
Yeah.
We were talking to Rhett and Chance in April at Pedals and played fire truck for a bit. Rhett said, "My mama sells cookies. Come buy some cookies." Yeah. I don't know if it's Nico or Natalie, but we're going to shoot you a text here in a minute and give you a heads up on a goofball that's frequenting the channels
with kids.
But back to the expo, Daniel, when he was emceeing, actually said something to the law enforcement guys that were in there, about the job they were doing, whatever. It was positive, of course, but there were several guys there in uniform. Oh, yeah. So it was not like it's...
Well, and we're not going to let Rhett just run off. He'll have Mackenzie with him. Mackenzie will be with him. We'll be there. We all take care of each other.
Yeah. And that's not a concern. And like I said, it was the same as the fall event at Pedals. All the kids are together, and everybody around there knows each other's kids, so it's pretty good. Mackenzie's frowning because she knows she's going to be watching Rhett. She's glaring at me, frowning.
That's all right. I mean, she'll be able to run around with some other kids. She'll have... as far as I know, Nico and Natalie's still planning to go. If Egypt goes, she'll have Egypt with her to hang out. It'd just be a good time. She'll have fun. She always finds something fun to do.
Michelle, I agree. He would be a fool to do anything at the expo. I think that would be the wrong place.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a long way to go, no matter where you're at, to try to make a mistake.
That would be a terrible place to try anything. I mean, I'm fairly law-abiding, but I wouldn't pull anything at the expo.
I'm not even going to put my name in twice for a drawing.
You would. You don't follow rules anyway.
No, I'm just going to turn the tip on it so they'll know to grab mine.
I bet you go down a one-way street this week.
I'm trying to think of a one-way street.
Kevin said, yeah, it's pretty secure.
There's Clyde. The cats are coming in.
Again. Well,
that's right.
Zoe, we need to wrap up. Even though I was
I was
late.
gonna say you
Do I
gave
have
them
to go
another
like-
hour.
Do I have to
didn't
go
you?
like 7 minutes longer? Cause
You gave them another hour. You're just now getting started. It's 7:00.
I know. Well, I wasn't that late.
Well, you thought it was starting at 7.
Does that mean we start
You're
over
like,
now?
You don't have nothing to
Do we
go
have
with
to
for another
start
hour, do you?
We need to start over now.
No, we're gonna get off here. We got to get everybody. I still have to figure out what Farmer Rhett's gonna dress like for tomorrow. Tomorrow, he's got to dress up like what he wants to be when he grows up, and we got to pull that together by tomorrow.
Well, Rhett hasn't decided what he wants to be when he grows up because he told us a wrestler, and we don't have any tights.
He wants to be a police officer.
Oh,
Everybody said Nico
I
does
just
a
wanna be-
2-hour live. So does Graham's family, and so does.
I know, but no, he does not want to be Elf on the Shelf,
Oh
Kevin.
gosh.
I already been Elf on the Shelf.
You have not.
No, he's been the elf, not Elf on a Shelf. He's been Elf.
You was Elf.
Buddy the elf.
You was Buddy the Elf.
A well Billy.
Are you going to be a well Billy when you grow up?
Aw, I am going to be a police officer.
Well, maybe I can go find that in the kids
Well, I'm going
section
to
of
do my
Walmart.
best to talk you out of that.
He don't want to be a farmer for school.
He's already a farmer.
Daddy said, "What do you want to get paid to do?" And he said, "Be a police officer."
I would always want to be a police officer.
Maybe they'll have a costume and the dress up stuff in the kids section.
Kevin, I'm going to try to prevent that. I asked him what he wanted to get paid to do.
Jeff, let him wear your coaching suit. It's tight like a
I
wrestler.
wish Jeff Mason would go back and work on his rehab.
Isn't
Not
his
yet.
anniversary? Isn't it Jeff's and Missy's
What are you doing
anniversary?
on the live? You're supposed to be taking Missy out to eat.
They said don't be police officer.
I will.
What
I'm
can
not
we?
going to listen
Joan
to you.
said she thought you were a farmer.
Oh,
I'm
you
not
know what? We could put you in a really nice button-up shirt and comb your hair over real nice and put you in some blue jeans or some khaki pants and put your fake glasses on and you could be a lawyer.
No.
Okay?
It's supposed to be what he wants to be, not what his mama
I'm trying
wants
to
him to
think
be.
what we got in the closet.
I agree. Kevin said be a fireman. Everyone loves firemen.
Grammy said you'll be something important and rich.
Definitely police officer.
Definitely a police officer.
And Gravy, then I'll
A
be
detective.
Buddy. Police officers are not rich.
and then I'll be a billionaire.
Oh.
You're going to be a billionaire police officer. That means you're going to be crooked. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know what to be when I
Hey,
grow
hey.
up.
Holler.
Calm down.
Somebody said you could be Nick.
That ain't rich.
Daddy ain't rich.
Exactly.
Daddy only has a little bit of dollars.
Broken tired. Broken tired. Be a judge. Rep for senator.
Rep for senator.
We can put you in a nice outfit and hold a sign. Rep for president. You can carry you a sign that says rep for president.
I will not be a police officer. I will be a billionaire. That's rich.
You got to work to be rich, though. You can't just be rich.
You can't just declare you want to be rich
You have to.
when you grow up.
You have to do.
You have to do something to get there.
Really hard.
Like you.
Like me.
Daddy
I
works
work really
really
hard, but
hard.
I've never made it to the rich thing.
Well, you have to work for people. You have to
Yeah.
carry their groceries when they don't want to.
Carry
Yeah.
groceries.
You don't.
That's just your mama, son.
And you
I
have
don't
to.
get paid for that.
And you also have to take people when they can't drive, when they don't have arms,
I have no idea what he's talking about at this point.
and then you'll be rich.
Alan said he identifies as a millionaire.
Me
Quit.
too.
Quit, bud.
We can make you a politician. You'll argue with anything.
That would work.
We'll make you look really nice. Put on your sports coat and take you a sign that says "Rhett."
Tennessee Mountain Man said be a monster truck.
No!
How did we do that?
Grammy, what?
Mr. Jim.
Tennessee Mountain Man, Mr.
Mr.
Jim
Jim.
said be a monster truck.
I'm gonna be a firefighter.
You just shifted gears on us.
Looks like me and Daddy's going to Walmart.
Wow, I always have
You'll
to
just
get-
have to go with what we find. That's what you'll have to be.
That's what you're gonna be.
It's
for
whatever
tomorrow.
we can find.
Look, you're 5. You're gonna change your mind anyway.
I like the politician.
I
think
really
that'd be
want
fun.
to be a wrestler.
See, you don't want to be a wrestler. They
Mama.
have to get punched. Or no, they don't get
He
punched.
does like to hit people.
They don't hit. Wrestlers don't hit. That's boxers.
Catherine says he's already a politician. He's being wishy-washy.
Yep.
And I really like to box.
Just give him a garden hose and send him on, yeah.
Mean.
All right, let's wrap up.
Yeah.
But Kevin said that wrestlers make good money.
I
Well-
bet. They slam people on the ground.
I saw him bubble on the ground.
A
I saw him bubble on the ground.
sumo wrestler, you know what they do? They put their uniform in their butt.
Zoe, don't tell him stuff like that.
I'm not gonna do that when I'm a wrestler.
You not? Okay.
I'm definitely gonna be a firefighter. Because firefighters work hard. They get people out of fires and they really work hard, so
They do.
and they would be a billionaire and
They ain't gonna be billionaires either, buddy.
they work hard.
Yeah, but they don't get to be billionaires either.
I don't want to be a billionaire. I don't want to be a sumo wrestler. I don't want to put my pants in my butt.
Y'all can thank Zoe
Okay.
for that. It's time to get off here.
The things me and Rhett talk about when y'all ain't around.
I just want to be
You want to be what's gonna make you a billionaire. I'm with you. Then you can take care of Daddy.
Well, what is someone who works on a job who is a billionaire?
Judy said be a president because you can eat all the ice cream.
Oh gosh.
Well, you don't really like ice cream a whole lot, do you?
Just sometimes.
Well, billionaires don't make money when they eat ice cream.
That's wasting their money, ain't it?
It's
So-
just
They have to buy the ice cream, so that means they're wasting it.
they're just giving it away.
Okay.
So I don't want to be a president. I would like to be. Who works on a job that's a billionaire?
Who works on the job that's a billionaire?
Who? Who, Daddy?
Well, Ed had a pretty good idea if you want to be a senator.
I would be a monster truck driver because
Monster truck driver.
All right. So tell them we're going to get off here. We got to go figure this out now. Oh, he didn't. He needed to show. Well, careful.
This is a goose egg.
Two hands. Thank you.
This is a goose egg.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Tell them
Good
good
night.
night.
Good night.
Tell 'em
Love you.
bye.
Bye. See you later. See you next week. See you next